Hello there, my zealots. This is Joshua coming at you today. I wanted to read to you a little bit out of Deuteronomy 28, and it says, "It shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto my voice, unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and do all his commandments which I have commanded thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above the nations of the earth, and all the blessings shall come on thee, and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. Blessed shalt thou be in the city, and blessed shalt thou be in the field. Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy ground, and the fruit of thy cattle, and the increase of thy kine, and the flocks of thy sheep. Blessed shall be thy basket and thy store. Blessed shall be when thou comest in, and blessed shalt thou be when thou goest out. The Lord shall cause thine enemies to rise up against thee, to be smitten. So they will rise up, but they will be smitten before thy face. They shall come out against thee in one way, and flee before thee 7 ways. And the Lord shall command the blessings upon thee in thy storehouses, and in all that thou settest thine hand to do. He shall bless thee in the land which the Lord God giveth thee. The Lord shall establish thee in the holy people unto himself, and as he has sworn unto thee, if thou shalt keep the commandments of the Lord thy God, and walk in his ways. And all the people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of the Lord, and they shall be afraid of thee. And the Lord shall make thee plenteous in goods, in the fruit of thy body, and in the fruit of thy cattle, and in the fruit of the ground, and in the land which the Lord sware unto the fathers to give to thee. The Lord shall open up thee his good treasure and heaven, to give the rain on the land in his season, and to bless all the work of thine hand. And thou shalt lend unto many nations, and thou shalt not borrow. And the Lord shall make thee the head and not the tail, and thou shalt be above only, and shall not be beneath. And if thou hearken unto the commandments of the Lord thy God, which I commanded thee this day to observe and do them, and thou shalt not go aside from any of the words that I command thee this day, to the right hand or to the left, or go after other gods to serve them. And it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, and that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee." And this is where it gets messed up, because the last thing he says, do not serve other gods. Do not go after other gods and serve them. And okay. "Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field. Cursed shall be thy basket in the store. Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy land, and the increase of thine kind, and the flocks of thy sheep. Cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out. The Lord shall send upon thee cursings and vexation and rebuke, and in all that thou settest thy hand to do, until thou be destroyed, until thou perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy doings, whereby thou hast forsaken me. The Lord shall make a pestilence cleave to thee, and until he hath consumed thee off the land, whether thou goest to possess it. The Lord shall smite thee with consumption, and with fever, and with inflammation, and with extreme burning, and with the sword, and with blasting, and with mildew, and they shall pursue thee until thou perish. And thy heaven that is over thy head shall be brass, and the earth that is under thee shall be iron. And the Lord will make the rain of thy land powder and dust from the heavens that shall come down upon thee, until thou be destroyed. And the Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies. Thou shalt go out one way against them, and flee 7 ways before them, and shalt be removed into the kingdoms of the earth. And thy carcass shall be the meat unto the fowl of the air, and the beasts of the earth, and no man shall fray them. The Lord will smite thee with botch of Egypt, and with emerods, and with scab, and the itch thereof, where thou cannot be healed. The Lord shall smite thee with madness, and blindness, and astonishment of heart. Thou shalt grope at noonday, as the blind gropeth in the darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways. And thou shalt not be more oppressed and spoiled evermore. No man shall save thee. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. They shall build a house, and they shall not dwell therein. Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and thou shalt not gather the grapes thereof. Thine ox shall be slain before thine eyes, and thou shalt eat not thereof. Thine ass shall be violently taken from thee before thy face, and shall not be restored unto thee. Thy sheep shall be given unto thy enemies, and thou shalt not have none to rescue them. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all day long, and there shall be no might in thy hands. The fruit of thy land and all the laborers shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed away. And thou shalt be mad for the sight of thine eyes which they see. The Lord shall smite thee in knees and legs with sore botch, and that cannot be healed, from the sole of thy foot to the top of thy head. The Lord shall bring thee and thy king which thou settest over thee unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, where thou shalt serve other gods, wood and stone. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, a byword among the nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee. Thou shalt carry much seed unto the field, and shalt gather little in, for the locust shall consume it. And thou shalt plant vineyards and dress them, but neither will they drink the wine, nor gather the grapes, and the worms shall eat them. Thou shalt have olive trees throughout all thy coasts, and shalt not anoint thyself with their oil, for thine olive shall cast his fruit. For thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity. All the trees and the fruit of thy land shall the locust consume. The stranger that is within these shall get above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. He shall lend thee, and thou shalt not lend to him, and he shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and a wonder, and upon thy seed forever, because thou servest not the Lord God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord hath sent against thee, and in hunger and thirst and nakedness and want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he has destroyed thee. Anyway, it just keeps going on and on and on. So, I need to make a confession. I focus a lot on fiction. I have a huge problem with it. And I mean, all the curses that talks about have fallen onto me. Well, not all of them. I mean, a lot of them. And I have not sacrificed fiction. I have dwindled it down. I have stopped watching movies in theaters. I have stopped playing video games. I have stopped playing role-playing games, but I still sit in my room and watch YouTube videos. And I waste days watching YouTube videos. And the reason I do this is because I don't know what to do with myself. I don't know what to do with myself because I don't have any friends, and I don't have any family. And I'm very much one of those people that hates being alone. So, in order to ignore my sorrow, ignore my sadness, I sit and waste my days watching YouTube videos. And I'm cursed. My life is just, I'm surviving. And I'm putting this out there so that you guys can hold me accountable, because I have nobody else to hold me accountable. I have you guys, those people that watch me and follow me, and I don't want to be that. I have a gentleman. I used to make role-playing games, and I used to talk about them to a couple of coworkers of mine a while ago, and they've approached me and wanted me to start up another role-playing game. And in my mind, I'm like, well, I can make it really godly. I can get rid of all the pagan elements. But in reality, I'm still avoiding this world. I'm still wanting to live in a land of fiction instead of being in the here and now. So I have to take a stand. I don't want to be cursed anymore. And I'm hurt, and I'm sad, and I'm depressed, and I avoid my life because it's just so painful to acknowledge the fact that I've lost everything that I've cared about, specifically my children. So I'm here before you. This is not more of a video for you guys, but it's a video for me, that God asks us to sacrifice this world. And if we sacrifice this world, we will be blessed in it. If we cannot sacrifice this world, the world will curse us. So I need you guys to help me. I need God to help me to overcome my sin and to overcome my temptation. And I don't know how to do it. I've tried a lot of things, and it doesn't ever seem to fix the problem. I'm weak. I'm so weak. But God is stronger than me. And I don't know how to overcome my sin. But I have to have faith in Him that He will help me to overcome my sin so I can finally be blessed in this world. When I watch videos, I feel nothing. And feeling nothing, or feeling or empathizing with the thing that I'm watching on the internet, keeps me distracted from feeling anything. And then when I turn it off, the sadness comes back. And I don't like being sad, And I don't have a lot in my life that brings me joy. I try to find things that bring me joy, but there's not a lot. So I need support. I need help. And I have to turn to God to help me, and I need support from you guys. And I know this is not a very upbeat or a huge lesson to be learned, but it is super important that we sacrifice the things of this world. Everybody has an idol. Everybody, I myself included, because I can't stop dwelling on fiction. But I need blessings in my life, and right now I don't have any. So anyway, I bring this to you. Do with it as you will. Saturdays at 10 o'clock we have the live stream, the Bible Slam. Click share, subscribe, click the dingy thingy so that you get annotations or announcements for when I post videos. And know that I love God because I love virtue, justice, and salvation. So next time I'll probably be more upbeat about what's going on, but right now I'm just struggling. So I will talk to you later. You have a great day, and yeah.